WTMJ4 on your side.
This is severe weather coverage from Storm Team 4.
Today on Live at 3, a winter storm warning in effect from now through midnight. It began this morning with rain and sleet. It is now snow, and it is piling up. Live look from Waukesha this afternoon, where you can see it is sticking, especially to the roads. You can see the tracks that cars are making as they drive through that snow as it's finally starting to stick.
Let's check our Port Washington camera. Oh, a little bit better. It was really sticking to the lens earlier. And at downtown Port, not too bad on the roads right now. And this just into our newsroom. Racine Unified School District has no evening activities because of the snow. We also just learned Alverno College is closing at 4 p.m. All classes canceled tonight and all offices will close. And how long is the snow going to last? That's a big question.
And let's go to Storm Team forecaster Brian Goddard. And Brian, the way we look at those cameras and the closings we're getting in kind of tells the story. Up in Port, not so bad. Further south, the worse it gets.
And just a few miles. I mean, we always say the direction of this storm, whatever, means a world of difference. And we're talking, 25 miles to the north, and they're seeing snow. It's just very light, and the temperatures are warm enough where that salt is working beautifully. You saw downtown Port, the road was just wet. You head down to the south, visibility is poor, the snow is heavier, and it's accumulating on the roads. Racine, Kenosha, and out towards Burlington, Waterford, even down towards Lake Geneva. But the lighter snow is to the northwest. The heavier snow is down to the south of us, and there's a whole lot more moisture working its way up from the south. You can see all this moisture coming in now from the Quad Cities, starting to dry up now in Kansas and in portions of western Illinois, but we still have all of this moisture to work its way through southern Wisconsin, and we're pretty much getting the bullseye from about Milwaukee down to Rockford is seeing the most snow out of this system as it continues to track off to the east very slowly. Winter storm warning continues until midnight tonight for all of southeastern Wisconsin, except for Fond du Lac. They're under the winter weather advisory for a little bit less snow by just a couple of inches, but 2 to 4 inches of snow to the north. I think a lot of places to the north and to the west will be 2 to 3, isolated 4, and then 4 to 7. And these higher amounts, the 6 to 7 inch totals, I think will be anywhere from Burlington to Paddock Lake to Kenosha, Pleasant Prairie, and Racine. Here in Milwaukee, a good 4 to maybe 5 inches of snow before it's all said and done. This is downtown Kenosha. It is snowing hard, and the visibility is very poor. It's been like that since about 11 o'clock this morning, and it will continue for quite a few more hours. 32 degrees here in Milwaukee, 33 in Kenosha, so an ideal temperature for that salt to be working. But when it's snowing as hard as it is to the south of us, it can't keep up. So the snow gradually begins to accumulate. It is 29 in Fond du Lac and 35 with light snow out towards Beaver Dam. The wind has not been an issue all day. It will not be an issue with this storm. It'll start picking up later tonight between 5 and 15. But as of now, wind is virtually calm across the region. More snow this evening. By 7 o'clock, about 3 to 4 inches of snow from Milwaukee southward, lesser amounts to the north. Light snow continues after 10 o'clock. It'll be 30 degrees, and by 7 a.m. flurries and 25 degrees. We'll wake up with the flurries, but we'll gradually start seeing more sunshine throughout tomorrow afternoon, which will help with the cleanup. Back to you guys.
We will take it. I want to do the bus update here real quick.
Yeah, real quick. Just updated about 15 minutes ago. MCTS saying many buses running behind because of the traffic and the weather conditions, and they also tweeted, "We appreciate everyone's patience."
Absolutely. And Milwaukee Public Schools, they want everyone to know their community learning centers and all their after-school care programs are going to be open tonight. They're not closed, but all other after-school and evening activities, including Milwaukee recreation classes, have been canceled for tonight. So your CLCs and your after-school care programs from MPS are going to be open. Everything else closed down tonight.
We have reporters around the area, but first we're going to check in with Michael Fish. He is live in Milwaukee. He's got the hat, he's got the snowman. You're good, Fish.
Yeah, I'm ready for winter out here, and it's finally arrived, at least snow-wise, in Milwaukee. Of course, Courtney always has to bring up my hat, and Shamraz calls it the toque, and I'm looking for there it is. It's not moving. See the snow? It's just coming straight down. Like Goddard was saying, we're not dealing with wind with this snowstorm. I see a squirrel behind me. See, he's even saying, all right, what's with the snow? But still watching out on East Capitol Drive right now. The snow is now coming down at a pace, moderately, where it's actually accumulating on the road. Most of the morning, if you were out and about, you're like, what? I don't see, what kind of winter storm warning are you talking about? It's easy going. That's not the case anymore. Again, the salt can't keep up when the snow comes down at a rate like this, even though the temperature isn't too bad. Now, another thing that maybe you noticed, we were talking about it before. We started with rain and some of that freezing drizzle. Temperatures were above freezing for a while, but now if you were watching Brian Goddard's temperature map, what you've noticed is we have dropped to the freezing mark. Of course, we've been seeing snow now here for the past couple of hours. Look at the trees, though. They have this little coating of ice on them, a little bit of rain that was left over, some of that drizzle that was thawing, some of the snow thawing. But now it's starting to freeze as it drips off the trees. But as far as this event, I'm not talking about a big wind maker that ice isn't heavy where it's going to be knocking branches off your trees. But still, it's letting you know that we're now falling below freezing. So that's the case now, and I think Goddard made a good point, too, when he said, if you can clean this up, especially tomorrow morning, when that sun comes out, you guys, you'll be amazed what February sun, yes, February sun, we haven't seen much of it, can do. It's actually pretty intense and pretty warm. So get this out of here when we're done with it, but that's not going to be for a while. I'll keep you updated.
You got to wait. All right, Fish.